Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is Vlogmas Day 4 and I'm actually going to do a Christmas tag for today's video. It is a new tag that I'm kind of making up. I'll show you where I'm getting the questions from, but it's not a tag that I've seen going around and I'm now answering questions. I've made my own questions and I'm going to tag a few ladies down in the information bar below. And then if you are someone that films videos, I'd love it for you to do this tag as well. So do let me know in the comments down below if you plan on filming this tag for Christmas. So I'm taking some questions from this magazine that I was reading recently. It's this month's Home Beautiful, which is my favorite magazine, I'd say. I love it. And they did sort of a how I spent the holidays interview section in here. And I really liked the questions that they asked the people they were interviewing. So I thought I would take a few of these questions and yeah, we'd go from there. So I'm going to jump straight into it. So the first question is, what colors are your Christmas decorating theme this? If you haven't already seen my Christmas home tour, I'm doing a fairly traditional color palette. It's a lot of greenery and then pops of red, and I've done a bit of blush as well this year. I wanted to do a bit more blush than I ended up doing, but that's just how it is. I used a lot of what I already had, and for the past few years that has been a lot of red accents and then neutral colors as well. I like pretty neutral base, and then I add, like I say, the pops of red. Question number 2 is, what are your favorite family traditions for Christmas? So we have a couple of traditions. On Christmas Eve in the evening, we tend to go and look at Christmas lights in the local area. There's one house in particular that does a whole setup where you can actually go in and interact with the owners. You can interact with Santa. Santa's always there on Christmas Eve, and then they have a table set up with a whole bunch of, like I say, interactive Christmas decorations, like ones that dance and sing and everything. It's a really fun house to visit. And then we generally will drive around just the local area and have a look at the houses that have lights up. Other traditions that we have are going to see Santa in the shopping centre, which is not happening this year. The Santa that we regularly go to wasn't able to make it this year due to the pandemic and everything. So that's not happening, which is unfortunate, but definitely understand why not. And the kids, I've spoken to the kids as well and they understand as well. There is a different shopping centre that's doing Christmas photos. You have to book online for an actual appointment with it, and it's a little bit different to usual. So might look into doing that. And then we always do things like watching Christmas movies throughout December. Whatever the weekend is before Christmas, we always have a Christmas party then for our friends. So that's happening this year as well on the Sunday before Christmas. So looking forward to that. And that party has changed over the years. So it started out, you know, when we were in our 20s, or even, when did I move out? Was I 21? Yeah, 21. So it started out when we were in our 20s, and it was just, you know, our friendship group at the time. We've all grown up, and, you know, a few of those people have moved states and left the country and come back, and, you know, now a bunch of us have children. The vibe of the party has changed a lot over the years, but it's really been fun to have something that's consistent that we host every year. So happening again this year. And then it's always seeing our families at Christmas time as well. So this year we're going to be seeing my in-laws on Christmas Eve, which will be lovely, and Christmas afternoon will be spent with my side of the family. We always have Christmas morning ourselves with just our kids here at home. The Joe will usually make pancakes for breakfast on Christmas morning, so that's always fun as well. Looking forward to all those things this year. Question number 3 is, where is your favorite place to shop for Christmas decor and tableware? I think it is no secret that my favorite place to shop for Christmas decorations is Bed Bath & Table. Absolutely love it. I just love their greenery and their Christmas style. It's a bit more traditional than some of the other places, but still with a lot of style. Nothing you see here is from there, mind you. I do also love going into Pottery Barn. I don't often buy things from Pottery Barn prior to Christmas because it's very expensive, but usually in the sales after Christmas, like Boxing Day sales, I'll tend to get a couple of things from Pottery Barn. I like to go to like local gift boutiques and local homeware stores to get pieces that are a little bit more unique. I love doing that as well. Oh, and I almost forgot, I love shopping from Kosh. I tend to get my wreaths and greenery from there as well. Question number 4 is, how are you wrapping your Christmas gifts this year? I don't have a lot of presents to wrap for family. Santa will be bringing presents for the kids, and generally they'll be 2 different wrapping papers. So Taylor generally has a pink wrapping paper and Owen will usually have a blue wrapping paper, and that way we know whose present is whose on Christmas morning. But in terms of presents that I'm wrapping for my friends and family, I don't have a lot of presents to wrap. We do a secret Santa within my family, so I only buy for 2 people. I buy for someone and Joe buys for someone. Both of those are gift cards this year. And then my nieces, I like to use sort of soft colours and natural colours. I like the brown paper. look. And then I have a Christmas sack that I like to use on Christmas Day to take all like the family presents to each location. I like to just put everything in there and I feel like Santa when I rock up at whoever's house we're at. Question number 5 is, what is your favorite Christmas dish to make? I'm a big fan of a Christmas barbecue. So lots of salads and then barbecue meat. I'm not into seafood. I know a lot of Australians really like to have their seafood on Australia Day. I know a lot of Australians like to have their seafood on Christmas, but I just like sausages, or yeah, generally sausages, and then cold salad. So I like to make a potato salad with bacon and celery and mayonnaise and deliciousness. And I also like to make a coleslaw with obviously carrot, cabbage, and I like to add cheese and a whole lot of dressing. Those are my 2 salads that I'm very confident about making for other people to consume, because I'm not the best cook. Question number 6 is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? I would say The Holiday. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I would say The Holiday is probably our favorite Christmas movie to watch. We don't watch it every year, but it's always a good one to put on, and we always enjoy watching it when we do. In terms of kids' Christmas movies, I really like Arthur Christmas. I think that's a really cute movie. My kids really enjoy The Christmas Chronicles Part 2. We watched that the other night. I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest. I thought the plot could have been better. But my kids really liked it, so I mean, that's probably saying something. Question number 6 is, what is your favorite Christmas soundtrack? I love the Sister Hazel Christmas album. I think it's quite 90s in like that kind of pop rock vibe. I really like that. But then I also, of course, Michael Bublé is always nice. I like some of the Glee Christmas songs. I'm trying to think. I have a playlist that I put on every year for our Christmas party, and I just have a bunch of different songs from all over the place, like tracks the band, like random bands have covered. But yeah, I think the one that I'll listen to from start to end is definitely the Sister Hazel one. I'll see if I can link that, because I don't know. I'm sure I can link it on iTunes. Question number 7, are you doing anything special in your garden for Christmas? I don't really do any outdoor Christmas decorating. I put a bit of a garland on our front door with some lights usually. I haven't done it this year yet, but I will. And then I decorate our fresco area specifically for our Christmas party. But I don't do any sort of garden lights or front yard lights or anything like that. Even I'm surprised by that because of how much effort I put into the interior of the house. I've seen on Pinterest the setup where they've got the cutout of the Grinch pulling the lights off the house. I absolutely love that, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna do that, but I want to make the Grinch myself, and I never organize myself enough to do that. So maybe sometime during the year I will do that, and then next year it will be my year for the Grinch, but so far it has not happened. Question number 8 is, how did you spend your Christmas during your childhood? I remember from my childhood is always waking up at home to open Christmas presents in the morning. We always had stockings like on the end of our bed or hanging on our door, and we were allowed to look at those before waking up mum and dad, but we had to, before we went out to the tree or saw the presents at the tree, we had to go wake them up, and we couldn't wake up too early. I think we still did, but I remember waking up at one particular Christmas and it being dark still, and Santa had been and I had my stocking and everything, but it really was too early to wake up. I remember going in and getting into bed with mum, and then, you know, getting impatient and getting back out and going back into my room, and I must have fallen back asleep. I just remember being so excited. And then we would usually go to my dad's side of the family for breakfast, I think, and that was hosted either by us or my auntie. We would do a cooked breakfast usually. That was always fun with my cousins. And then in the afternoon we would go to my mum's side of the family, and that was always that felt like a huge event, because my mum's one of five? Yeah, my mum's one of 5, and you know, we had a lot of cousins there. I think even like my mum's aunties and uncles would come, and so there was always a lot of people. And I remember always walking in and seeing the tree and just being so many presents, because everyone would buy for all of the cousins and nieces and nephews and everything. And there would just be so many presents. It would be so overwhelming. And I remember just thinking like, oh my God, which one's for me? We've always spent Christmas at home as well. Like, we never did a Christmas holiday elsewhere where we didn't see family. I can't really imagine realistically doing that in my adulthood. Like, I'd love to go somewhere that snows for Christmas and have a white Christmas. I mean, not that you're guaranteed, but you know, have the opportunity to do that. But at the same time, I can't imagine not being with my family. Maybe one day, I don't know. Question number 8 is, what do you do on Boxing Day? We don't always do the exact same thing, but quite often we'll go to my parents' house for a swim in like a really casual barbecue on Boxing Day. We eat the leftovers. Sometimes we'll go shopping and try and get some bargains. It's usually quite a casual day. We don't usually sort of take off for a holiday or anything. That week between Boxing Day and New Year's is always pretty chill for us, which I really enjoy. Just taking that time to relax. The kids always want to have opportunities to really play with their presents since the actual Christmas Day is always so busy. So I just enjoy having Boxing Day as a pretty chilled out day. Question number 9 is going to be, what is the funniest thing on your kids' wish list this year? And I had to throw this one in there because Taylor's wish list made me laugh so much. Number 1 on the top of her Christmas list was a, it's called a mermaid's case? Yeah, a mermaid's handbag. Oh gosh, what's it called? Regardless of what it's called, it's one of those two. It's mermaid's clutch, I think. Regardless of that, it is a shark egg case. Apparently when sharks lay their eggs or have babies, I honestly haven't looked too far into this, but when they have their babies, they have eggs. I thought they gave birth to live young. I'm so confused. She has a book about sharks, and in this shark book, there is a, I should probably go read it and then I would know the answers to these questions that I have. Some sharks must lay eggs, and when they lay these eggs, it's in like a pod or a sack, or there's a couple of different types that they are, and she wants a replica of a shark's egg case thing. That's a fun one for Santa to try and find. And then honestly, Owen's wish list was pretty much straightforward. I just want toys, and he listed all the different toys that he wants. But yeah, Taylor's one just made me laugh. I don't know what she wants to do with the egg case or what her plan is. What 8-year-old asks for an egg from a shark? My kid, apparently. So that is going to be all the questions for my Christmas tag. If you want to participate in this tag, please go ahead and do it. Let me know in the comments below that you have so I can come and check out your video. I hope you enjoyed this video for Vlogmas Day 4, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.